All right, let's build an OKR doc from scratch. All right, so I probably have some sort of high-level OKRs. So we can have the objectives. And then each of the teams will probably have OKRs. I'll just put some example team names. And instead of just having this a text column, I'll flip this over to be a table. Cool. So now when I color this, colors coming through, we can even throw in some fun emojis there. Okay, cool. Then we'll have some like baseline success metrics that we're tracking towards. So let's say product says they want to ship 4 features and we're tracking towards 3. Sales says they're going to get 400 million, and maybe right now they're at 300 million. Because these metrics are different, I'm actually going to flip these over to be text columns instead of numbers. Just allows things to be more flexible. All right, so we'll have 2 big objectives. Let's connect those together. So globalize, maybe ship new features is actually specifically about localization. The best in the world. So currently with 7 locations, the goal is 8. And then normally these objectives are actually grouped together. Right, and I really don't like row counts. Okay, cool. So if we were to add 1 to this for product, it's kind of like a merge cell in Excel or Google Sheets. Product would be maybe. Okay. Sweet. Okay. And then I normally like these to be in different spaces, so I'm just going to drag this to page. This is our key results. This is our objectives. We got our teams. Which one is the teams? All right, I'll probably do some sort of like intro. Welcome to tracker. And then I would probably put in something like this where I introduce like our history of OKRs, maybe talk about some of the problems that we were trying to address and what our solution is. So at least for now, I'm just going to copy and paste this from the other one. All right. Make it pretty. I'll put myself as the author so people know who I am. these are pretty alike. Okay, cool. I'll unhighlight everything. Sweet. Can we wave? Yeah, okay, so we have, it goes company level objectives, key results, the different teams. So if I were to add a new team here, like support, and add a new row here, globalization, language training, hiring, support, perfect. And I would probably also throw some sort of like strategy or mission. Are there any missions or strategy docs? No. Maybe we'll just put a brief for now. Okay, cool. And then each team probably wants its own page. So I'll duplicate this. I'll put it under. This can be the product teams. Support. Just have one. They probably want their own little icons as well. And I'll just do the same for the rest of the teams. And then we probably want some sort of update. So what's interesting about the update is I could just put it here, and I might even have like some sort of like status column as well. Like green, yellow, red, or like good, great, off track, on track. However you want to design it. So we'll do the same thing as before. Actually, I'll put this into a new page since we already have these. Status green, yellow, red. Or if you want to do the on track, off track. Okay. And lastly, we want the monthly, quarterly, whenever you do it, the updates table. And the updates would have a date, it would have status, and it would have some sort of note that you put. So on this date, things are going great. And we actually don't know what's going great, so we'll have to connect a key result to it. Okay, so all these are, or at least there's duplicates, which means that in this, our objectives column, which isn't unique, is the display column. So we just need to flip over the display column to key results, which means if we go back to the updates, there we go. These are all of our unique. Good. Okay, so as you go through the years, you're tracking these, you would have different updates and see how they're all tracking. Then what we need to do is have these connect back to here. So we'll do a reverse lookup. I'm just going to take a look at the updates table and I'll show 2. Awesome. These are just the dates, but if you hover over, you can see what that update was. And if we were to open up this row, edit the layout, you can see those updates are shown up there. So we've got objective, key result. So we can either do a single update and just override it all the time, or add updates for each of our months. I'm going to try to hide this column. Let's see. Can't do that right. And then the last thing, if we were to do this, this update style, is we would probably want the most recent. So you just reference that table, and then you would look for, like, depending on how you filter it, the last of the first. I'll actually do OKR, and first give us it. Okay, cool. And like we were looking at before, this isn't very interesting, so we would probably want like the status. Okay, cool. So it's pulling just the most recent from the updates table. You can even hide all these, have it, and then as you're going in and making updates week over week, it'll then come in and show up here. Cool. So we got intro, strategy and mission, all the high-level company objectives. I could show all the key results that are connected to these as well, if I wanted to. Don't have to. Key results. Each team gets their own, basically, doc or page. So, the product team can write their mission and goals here, put in images, whatever they want. Above the key results, the support team can do the same. Status, teams, and updates, and I'll probably put these into some sort of like base tables or background tables just to get it out of the way. All right, add an icon for it to show up here, the rocket ship, and we're good to go. The last thing I'll do, and you don't have to do this internally, but just for me to get this up online, is to then publish it.